year ago I fell in love with you, and to this day I'm still aching with that truth. It's not
we don't really limit ourselves to one genre. I mean, we're known for being two voices and a guitar, but that's kind of, I'm not gonna say this is what we've been limited to, but it's what's been easy for us as of late, and it's just what we've been doing. See, we consider ourselves acoustic alternative, indie folk. We kind of just play everything within those genres. We don't really limit our writing, but we both play the piano as well, and we might branch out and do some other genres entirely.
The first time I sang on stage in front of people, I was extremely nervous because it had always been something that only a few people had ever given me positive feedback on, but whenever I got a positive response from that, it was like something that I've been doing my entire life, that I've always loved to do, but haven't really thought I was very good at. Finally, I'm getting this positive response, and now I just feed off of it because it, I guess, fills in the gaps like we were talking about earlier. All right, so the way I see most of the music that's on the radio right now is, it's catchy, it's fun to listen to, you can just mindlessly zone out to it, and it makes you feel good with the bass and all that's going on, but it's kind of like potato chips, where, it's really good, but it's terrible for you, and the more you eat it, the more your body craves it and stops craving what's good for it, and nowadays I think that young people have lost the patience to sit down and soak in really meaningful music. And I kind of want to bring that back to my age group, and that's why we are here.
We both performed at a local coffee house, just open mic night and everything, and I'd be there every Wednesday. And I was in the back practice room just, running over my set and all of that, and I saw Jeremy, and she was, singing this Band of Horses song, and I just kind of stopped, and I was like, wow, she's got a good voice. I remember looking at my friend and saying, hey, listen to her sing, and I was like, I'm gonna do something with this girl, I'm gonna get together with her, we're gonna play some music. So, talked to her afterward and everything, and we stayed in touch, and a week later we played a set together, and it was great. It was really just kind of not sloppy, but
casual.
It was very casual. It was very let's just we're friends, let's just play some music. And we actually, the first time we played together, we didn't harmonize at all. I just played guitar and she sang, because we didn't realize that we worked so well together. I played guitar for about 4 years before I even started singing at all. I had a horrible, horrible voice. I can't even tell you. But after playing guitar for so long, I started just messing around, and I was like, oh, maybe I can sing a lot, because I started writing poetry that worked as lyrics, and I didn't exactly, I had the idea to use them as songs, never really went through with it, but it kind of pushed me more in the direction, maybe I should write lyrics now, maybe I should try singing these lyrics, and I've done that since, and, I've heard some of it. We really enjoyed busking, because we're both very sociable people. And before the predecessor to that was walking around with free hug signs.
Oh, yeah.
We used to just go around. We like to see a smile on people's face. We like to be like, hey, come give us a hug or something. Let's share the love. Sound like hippies, right? But that was a lot of fun. And the idea of busking, street performing, came to our minds, and we started just kind of seeking out places that we could just set up and just play for people, not even just for the money. We would make some good tips from people, but just to see the people stop and give us a listen, and see them smile. And
because how often are you walking down the street and you see somebody playing music that
Yeah.
they wrote or that that you like, and it's something that makes your day a little bit better.
Yeah. You know, being a hippie, it's like all about loving and, just, peace and whatnot. But, is there anything really wrong with that? No, there's not.
You don't even necessarily have to be irrational about your hopes and views for the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't have to be this desire for utopia. It's just, why not try being nice to people?
Exactly.
Is really, I think, the basic premise of this set of ideals that people have turned into a caricature throughout time. And it's understandable the way that people kind of hive-minded towards this, utopian hope. But there is something to be said about just spreading positive energy and, helping people out and just being a good person. Because it's so easy to get caught up being competitive or arrogant or just caught up in, the selfish mindset that people will get when left to their devices without thinking about what they're thinking, But it's not so hard to be nice.
A year ago, I fell in love with you. And to this day, I'm still aching with that truth. It's not a happy kind of love, no, no, it's the kind where each and every morning you're forced to pick yourself up from your place on the ground and trudge through another day.
'Cause you're not supposed to still feel this way.
So you sit with it at night,
With street
lights shine, play patty cake and speak it right. And it all seems so innocent, that is, until the night is spent and the sun brings light to how twisted it is. Broken and bent.
It's like a gift you've wrapped with a silver bow, but you just can't give it away. And you hope that it will disappear and be gone from your life one day. But it doesn't and it won't, 'cause it's as solid as your flesh and bone. It might as well have been carved in stone. You try to lock it up, but it won't leave you the hell alone.
So you sit with it at night,
Where the street lights shine,
play patty cake and
speak it right.
it all seems so innocent, that is, until the night is spent and the sun brings light to how twisted it is.
So broken, and it all seems so innocent. That is
Until the night is spent and the sun brings light
to how twisted it is. So broken and bent.
yourself up from your place on the ground and trudge through another day. You were never supposed to feel